Today is Tuesday, May 6th. And boy, so I've been concerned about my health just a little bit. Just not something really, really important. Nothing like that. But I know I needed to go to the hospital. And the biggest thing that's been keeping me from doing that is getting my labs done. Now, I have a problem with needles. And giving blood is that much worse for me. I don't do well with it. So I get really scared, and it's just very difficult for me. I have to do everything I can to not freak out. Because nothing could make getting blood worse than freaking out while giving blood. Because, anyway, so we went there to the clinic, and they were like, okay, we'll give you labs. And then they start having fire drills. Or at least the fire alarms. Give me a second. I have a lot of slobber for some reason in my brain. Slobber. Anyway, so the fire alarms went off randomly. That did not help my PTSD at all. And one of them happened right before taking my blood. Luckily, I got through it, but it definitely took the rest of my day, kind of, and threw it under the bus. So, what topic should I say today? Since I was a kid, haven't really understood anger, or at least when I was a little kid, I should say. Anger was this strange thing to me. It was people who completely lost control. They would say and do things that they normally wouldn't. As I got older, it's more so that I see that when you get angry, you get stupid. And so, I had a hard time understanding what the emotion of anger felt like, how it felt, and why people get angry. When I started developing PTSD, though, that I started having spouts of anger. And for somebody whose anger level is normally 0, it's out of control. Mind you, compared to other people, I'm very much in control. But the fact that I get angry for no reason, and it really bothers me. And I'm like, why am I angry? I don't even know, and I don't understand. And I think forgiveness has always been easy for me as well. I tend to be the always think that everyone is trying to do what's right. Trying to give everybody the best possible, leeway, and try to assume that, it's not a good idea to get mad and angry at people and to deal with unforgiveness. It's such a strange concept to me. Mind you, part of forgiveness is not saying that what they did was right. Part of forgiveness is not getting them off the hook of the consequences of their actions. And forgiving them has nothing to do with no longer holding them accountable for themselves. You don't give an alcoholic more alcohol, but you forgive him for what he's done, or her, I guess. But then you see people, and there's a certain amount of hatred, and it's hard to look past that for some people. when you hear and you see, or whether it's a personal situation or a situation you see, where somebody does something that cannot be described as anything else than evil. They're not doing what's right. How can you look at them and forgive them for what they've done? How can you look at them and say that they can be good people? And I understand to a certain degree, but at the same time, I have to believe that there's a point in all of our lives where we have some self-reflection. And at that point, we have two choices. We either define ourselves / redefine ourselves, or we become delusional within ourselves. Be a good person. Have a nice day, and I will see you tomorrow. Let me sing you a song of my people. People, people, people. This is a song that I'm making off the top of my head. Top of my head, top of my head, top of my head.